just to make sure we're good. You're confused? Yeah, no, I'll update you guys. No, Mouse messaged me to let me know that she had posted a video and everything, just to like make sure that I knew it was.
Oh, the Vshojo store is now gone? Oh, wow. Yeah, I feel like they're really shutting down, huh?
It's posted. I'm good. We're fine. I'm actually incredibly relieved, is what I'll say. I'm relieved and glad. But that's just from my end, because my perspective is going to be very different from yours. I know you guys are out of the loop. I'm about to explain it. Just like sit for a second. Okay. So hold on. Where's my button? There I am. So Mouse has just announced that she's left Vshojo. Yeah, I knew she was working on it and all that. So I'm not. This is not like a sudden piece of news for me, but it will be for you guys. You guys know I have already left. I left on what, June 27th, so I've been gone for a couple weeks. Don't post anything that she said in the chat. I'm gonna say it, because I want to make sure details are right. Okay, all right, so I'll just echo it. So there are a lot of things that have gone on in the background. I'm gonna turn alerts off, by the way, real quick, just before I forget. There we go. There have been a lot of things that have gone on in the background that I have been completely unable to talk about, completely unable to say. I've wanted to, but that's been like legally just not a thing I should do. So finally, someone who is able to say those things has said them, and it's good. There is a lot more. Absolutely, there's a lot to be said, but that is what can be said at this moment in time, especially because it's stuff that pertains to Mouse in particular, you know, so it's her situation that she can speak on. I'll just echo some of the stuff that she said in her video, but she posted a video on YouTube on it if you want to see. She feels very misled on a lot of things and has been misled. I will add, I felt this way as well. Absolutely. I did also see a lot of writing on the wall of a lot of things, but until I felt I had solid reasoning to say this is true, I didn't want to move on anything, obviously. And then over time, I found out that certain things were in fact true, and I went, oh no, and decided to leave. All right, so nothing, every decision gets made for really good reason. And I know I initially made a video saying I was leaving, and I tried to say really hard, really clearly, hey, this is just a small piece of what I can talk about. There are other reasons, but these are just the things I can say. I absolutely meant it when I said there's other stuff, other reasoning that I can't say, and that is, you know, this is some of it. This is some, again, the word some, this is some of it.
Okay.
So I just feel really relieved because it's not stuff that I could say. The TLDR for some of the stuff that Mouse has revealed today, that is stuff that I've been absolutely disgusted by for some time. She is owed a significant amount of funds that she hasn't been paid. Okay, this is what she's revealing. I'm not going to talk about anyone else's situations. I'm just going to say this because this is what she's already said, and I don't want to out anything that I can't out, you know? But she's owed a significant amount of money. The IDF, the charity, the Immune Deficiency Foundation, that she always works with, and that I say we because we all did, plus her especially, however, her being the number one, have always fundraised for. There's a lot of funds that were held on her behalf for events that she did that she found out were not paid. The IDF is currently owed over $500,000 that should have been paid to them. That wasn't. And I didn't know that, and she didn't know that. No, I don't think any of us knew that until recently. So I can't begin to describe how that feels, knowing that we've tried. I mean, charity was always a really big thing for us. And I say us because, yes, it's about all of us, but I feel like this is really especially about Mouse, you know? But I can't begin to tell you how it feels to be like, yeah, this is like our thing, we love doing this. And then to find out that I had no idea, no fucking clue. And
wow.
I mean,
it's crazy. Vshojo went up almost as quick as a light switch being turned on in a custard powder factory. It was there a minute ago. I'm sure it was. It was literally there yesterday at like 3 p.m. and now it's going up in flames.
It's insane. It's insane, and I really don't have words for it. I really don't even know what to say about it.
Crazy.
It's something that's so incredibly personal as well. Like, I'll speak from my perspective. One of my best friends, one of the people I care about the most in this world, is someone who has a horrific medical condition that she really can't do anything about, and has dedicated so much of her life, all of her time, toward making sure that she can fundraise for a foundation that tries to maybe find answers, that tries to maybe support people in whatever way they can, right? This is a big deal to a lot of us, her especially, okay? And then finding out that a large amount of the money that our community gave to, with the knowledge, apparently, that it was going to go to this foundation because it's for charity.
That's scummy.
Finding out that that was not, then not all of it, some, a really big sum, was not given to that charity is absolutely fucking insane. And, and I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do, right?
They need to be made whole.
What can you even do about that? That's crazy. And I wish I could say like more, but I don't even have words. I don't even have words on it. And it's one of those things that if I knew there was some sort of issue, maybe I could have done something, right? Like maybe we could have worked on it, but we just thought it was paid, you know? So I don't even know. I'm not going to point any specific finger. Something I ask is that you don't point specific fingers at specific people if they're not being directly mentioned or any.
I just realized Kuro might still be financially screwed even further. Dude already owed a lot of money to Niji, and then Gudrun comes along to help him with his tax issues. I thought he owed money to the tax services, not Niji. And that was years ago, though. It's probably settled by now, right?
Anything like that. All we can do is address it as, you know, the company as a whole, or anything like that, you know? But, yeah, that's, I just want to say that much, like, there you go. But, you know, I'll just say, like, there's a reason that when I left, I was like, I'm gonna miss my manager, right? And I love my members. Like, there's a reason. Okay? That's really what it is. I just, yeah, it's a big bomb.
Kuro already paid it off? Yeah, okay. Good to know.
There's more that needs to be given time before she can say more, before we can say more. There might be some things that I don't know if we'll get to speak on. I really don't know.
Yeah, Chad is saying
I really
it's
don't
got
know,
settled.
and everything is unfolding. And you know, if anyone has seemed a little busy,
He said it.
from our group, if anyone has seemed a little, you know, they're not streaming a little bit as much or something like that, just know that there's reasoning for that, and they may not be able to talk about it, you know? But yeah, it's rough. It's rough. I don't know. I don't want to assume anyone's capable of such things.
I think from the tweets, you know, I started the stream going over some, you know, more ominous tweets, and some talents saying things about Vshojo, well, not Vshojo, sorry, just saying things that they're not feeling good and all of that. You know, that's probably why.
Me neither. This all has been really, like, so incredibly shocking to find out. And it sucks because each time I find out a new thing relating to this or similar, I'm, like, not even surprised anymore. Like, it's shocking, yet I can
That's
picture it, which
sad.
is horrible. The fact that I can picture that is horrible, you know? So I'm just...
Dude, it's like this feeling of numbness is actually the saddest thing about being on the internet. Slight tangent, but I was working on a video. It's probably going to get pushed back now because I'm going to work on a Vshojo video instead. But it was about, you know, this PDF file, basically a groomer, like this JP personality that turned out to be a groomer, and most of the comments I'm reading is just like, I'm not even surprised anymore at when these things are revealed, and I keep seeing this sentiment over and over again that, like, oh, I'm not surprised by this anymore. And it's like, wow, are we that cooked? Like, are we that cooked as a community that these things don't surprise us anymore? It's sad. It's a sad feeling to realize.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to say more. I just don't want to say anything outside of what she said here. Legally, you know, people could get themselves in weird situations, depending on what they say. So I think the best a lot of us are going to be able to do is just echo things that are already said, and
yeah.
That's kind of it, you know? I would love to. I would love to, man. I really would, but I have to be careful, obviously. But yeah, as of right now, Mouse is independent as well. And I'm relieved. Like I said when I started talking about this, I'm really relieved. I am, because this is stuff that I was like, I sure wish I could say this, but, you know, not really the person to do it, for sure. I'm relieved because I would love to sit here. This whole time I've been thinking for months, like, I would love to sit here and just be like, yep, that happened. But you know, what can you do? What can you do? And we're still figuring out a lot about the situation. So please don't bother anyone asking for details, because there's a
Wendy Ho. What a funny name. We're probably cooked, but gotta ride the wave. We gotta keep going, putting one feet in front of the other. And before you know it, you've walked quite a lot of miles.
lot that is not fully sorted out yet, you know? It's tough. It's tough. I don't know. I just feel bad for her because, like, her main thing was putting trust into people to help her. And
it's a joke. Okay, sorry.
You know, yeah, we're here to help you. And
oh, you guys are joking about the rats. Yeah, there was rats that Brave was buying Vshojo. They're buying everything. It's not the VTuber community, it's the internet that is cooked. I agree with that.
we want to do things for you and we want to work together, etc. And then having a situation like this happen, it's not just a charity money. She herself as well is owed a ton of money just on her own end, not even related to that, you know? To find out that all of this is happening is just, it's
I
really
wonder how much she's owed.
Besides her, yes, she also mentions, you know, there's a lot of other stuff that's going on that is just, you know, we're figuring out. And, you know, we'll see how it all pans out. That's all. Am I owed any money? I can't talk too much on anything other than, look, anyone who hasn't gotten their legal situation figured out is still figuring stuff out. Okay. I'm not gonna make any crazy claims of anything. For me, I've talked a bit on stream about what I can say. I've done everything I can to make sure I end up in the best position possible, I guess. There will absolutely be some things that just won't work out the way I want or the way I'd like. There will absolutely be things that I will do instead. I'll tell you right now, like, one of the reasons I've mentioned the merch.
You know, the Niji investigation results be a good time right now, as the whole world is burning.
Several times is because I've thought about, like, well, no matter what happens, maybe I can at least, like, send a truck and pick up stock that I had or something, you know? Right? Like, maybe I could do that. I don't know. But, you know, I'm still figuring stuff out. I don't know exactly about her scenario. I think she's probably still figuring stuff out based off of my situation, but I don't know. Other people are still figuring stuff out. You know, it'll be hard for us to say anything specific, anything exact, anything definitive, anything like that without having everything like fully closed out legally and financially and all of that, you know? So I will say, like, people will want to know things, will want to know specifics, but like we ourselves don't have things in a spot that's good enough where we can like even talk about it, you know? So yeah, here we are. Speculation's a bad idea right now too. Yeah.
You're awful for super chatting this. What was his last word where there's a bat in my soup?
I know 100% people are going to start saying things like, oh, they're probably owed all this, owed all that, blah, blah, blah. They're going to go crazy, making assumptions, whatever. And like I said, can't say anything definitive on anything. All we can say for sure is what she said on the charity funds. And any of us who have been saying like, yeah, we're still trying to figure stuff out. You know, we're still like trying to figure out what happens to everything, right? That's been talked about, but that's really like kind of where it ends on what we can say right now at this moment, you know? So, yeah. I don't know. I wish I could say more, but here I am. Here I am. It's been rough. So I really, what I ask from you guys is to just understand, you know, because a lot of people have been sitting around and like not saying much when leaving, or, you know, we're just in a weird spot. We're in a weird spot. So, yeah. But yeah, I wanted to make mention of that. Anything she said in her video is what she said. That's it. Okay. And hopefully we'll be able to speak more on some other things, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know. I think it was always tough for her because she's always been in the spot where like she's one of the largest talents. And whatever she does really affects a lot of people. And I've always felt like you shouldn't have to consider that. To consider your own situation, what's right for you. Does it suck if someone else is affected by your decision? Yeah. Is that your fault? Should you...
It's a lot of pressure to be in the face of a company.
Throw away what you want to do for that? No. You know, so I'm just glad she's just doing what she needs to do for her. I've always been an advocate of that. You know? So while it is like a difficult thing to talk about, it is a difficult situation. It's very, for me, from my perspective, relieving that at least something can get talked about. But again, yeah, support all the talents, support everyone. Every member, current, former, doesn't matter. Love everyone. And, you know, whatever they're dealing with, they probably won't be able to tell you much or anything at all or whatever. So just don't bother them about it. They'll say what they can, and I promise people want to. No one wants to be in a situation where they can't say much when it's about something like this, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. All I will say is, in the future, if anyone is running an event like that, they're doing like a charity sort of thing or whatever, please support it. Please support it. I don't know, like this is something that has made us...
Didn't one of the talents mention Vshojo had stopped paying or had pay cuts since late 2024? Yeah, it was Kason. If sorry, it reminds me of Idol Corp. I guess they had problems with subatons, right?
Because we're like, we only ever want to do this kind of...
Second, I really just stood there while every other corpo shoots itself in various limbs/face. There has to be a name for this business strategy. I mean, just staying professional, not breaking any laws, paying your staff, it goes a long way.
Stuff properly, right? And to know that out of our sight, out of our knowledge, that something was done incorrectly, it's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, there you go. Spread correct information and that's it. Internet going crazy. Are they?
As a DMZ, I got to say you've been a huge inspiration for me lately. Your energy and streams pushed me to start chasing my own creative stuff.
Good. You should. So I almost feel like...
How many members do they have left? Well, apparently all of the VTubers have been removed from their affiliate list, so I think they're just going down. Like, I think there's just nothing to go back to.
Many others somewhat soften the blow of this. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't asked Mouse directly about this, but I hope that, like, me choosing to leave, I was the first one who sat there and said, I'm choosing to go. And I hope that made that easier for anyone who felt like maybe they couldn't just make their own decision to do that. And I think she talked about it in her video a bit, but she's always felt kind of like a huge burden, you know, knowing that she's very much been the face of things and all of that. It's been very hard for her to like make those decisions for herself because she is a very selfless person. She's not really good at that, you know? And so I hope that was kind of not something I was expecting necessarily, but I was hoping like, hey, at least me, I'm very much a first mover, okay? I'm very much a person to be like, I'm gonna do this, and you guys know I'm like that. So, and I wasn't gonna sit there and like wait for anyone else to do something first or see what they think or blah blah blah. I just said I'm gonna do it. So all I hope is that
I thought Matara left first.
Making my own decision helps other people make their own decisions, no matter what that decision is, whatever they want to do. You know, I just hope that helps people realize like I should just do what I want to do, and that's all, right? And I didn't sit there and like be like I'm gonna force everyone to do this or anything crazy. I was just like I'm just gonna do what's right for me. And you saw when I left, I made a video and I was like, this is what I felt I needed to do. That's how I presented it, you know, and that's still how I feel. I felt with all the information that I had that was what I should do. And I did it, so.
Oh, okay, Matara was terminated. That's why she's making that distinction.
That helps other people just do what they feel is right for them. Again, no matter what that is. No matter what that is. Not necessarily leaving or doing anything in particular, just...
Yeah, Matara was separated.
And do stuff for themselves and not for anything else. Did I feel bad leaving? 100%. I was like, I'm one of the people who's like really holding together inside and making sure things are happening. I'm one of the people that does a lot of cross discussion and everything. I'm someone that I'm aware of that. I'll just say that I'm just aware of that and how much I help like the other side of things too, not just members. She I can't say specifics about her and her situation, but what I will say is she has always been very truthful to herself and what's right for her. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And that's it. That's really all I can say. So I've seen some people try to read into things as if there's something negative there, but no, shouldn't do anything crazy or anything bad. So, you know, please support her for sure. You said, I feel sick. How do you think I feel, huh? You don't need to feel sick. What you need to do is chill out, support, spread correct information, you know. I just feel sick. Yeah, I feel sick nasty. It's definitely emotional for a lot of people. Again, I don't really like display negative emotion like really heavily. Doesn't mean I'm not upset, doesn't mean I'm not angry. But what makes me feel good and what keeps me moving forward is trying to move forward, trying to do something and trying to be constructive, right? And sitting around being all upset and being like, oh my God, oh, and lamenting doesn't get us anywhere better. For me. Maybe for some people it does. There are people that need to vent those emotions to feel better. If they don't do that, they get stuck. That doesn't happen to me. I need to sit there and think about what can I do. So if you see someone else who's less chill, don't compare our reactions and be like, she wasn't mad or anything crazy. It's just to get myself to be in a spot where I'm good. Sitting there and like being constructive about it is the way.
She's pretty
situations like I said,
clear-headed.
A lot of people are going to get anxious. They're going to feel, you know, like they want to do something, but there's not much to do. So we focus on what we can, right? And really what you can do is support and spread support. You can go like every tweet everyone makes relating to these things. You can go watch Mouse, like I said, watch Mouse's video, leave a nice comment, even if it's just like, thank you for this video, like you know, whatever. Leave a comment. Click on the I liked this button, etc. Right? Like just spend your time doing all of that, and then by the time you get to the end of that, you'll probably feel a bit better. Like you know, I've done a part of something to make this better. And retweet the tweet with the Tiltify link, right? All that kind of stuff. Just make sure that kind of stuff is done before you're like, I don't know what to do, because there is stuff you can do right now. You know, it's not going to feel crazy, but I feel like by the time you do it, you're going to understand, like, you actually have helped a lot. So it is what it is. And if you're like ultra anxious, honestly, go to the former members' Twitters, scroll, find anything that they're promoting, like it. Anything they're promoting, hit the like button, done, right? And that way when people are searching for our names, they're searching for Vshojo, whatever, instead of some random ass drama tweet being the first thing that's shown to them, instead it's like, oh, this person's working on this thing. Oh, how?
So she wasn't paid either. I wonder if they're trying to recoup that money. She's talking with a lawyer, right? Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.